State of the Pokemon market. Realistically, right now, Destined Rivals is starting to cool down. Mega Evolutions in Europe is coming out this week. The pre-release was yesterday, and the cards themselves, most of their allocation is coming in waves. We got wave 1 in the United States. Europe is getting wave 1 on Friday this week, and then who knows when wave 2 is realistically going to be here. We've already got pre-release for Phantasmal Flames coming out. It's pretty steady at the 160 for an ETB, around 500 for a Pokemon Center ETB, in the ballpark of 300 to 350 for a booster box price. Then the cost of a pack is sitting at around $1 right now. Or, sorry, my apologies, $19. What I wanted to take a look at today, realistically, Destined Rivals, their booster boxes are restocking. Okay, shout out to pluggedin.io to drop this news. Destined Rivals has now gotten their second one, so we gotta find it right here. This is number 2. This is why I'm doing this, because I want to hold everybody accountable. And so this week, where is the booster box price? The booster box price is around $400 on TCG Player, with, let's see how many sold today on the 6th, because this video is, I'm making this at 9:30 at night East Coast time. It's around $400 is the average. $390. Let's take a look here. Why is this? Okay, that's just not real. It's still dancing on the 400 line. The first verified seller is sitting at around 420. So you can take a shot in the dark by going for people that are gold star sellers with around 200 sales. Some people that have never really have anything other than a good 100% success rate. 425 is where you start to get like Cafe Gaming. This guy's been going crazy. He's everywhere. There's a 31 listed from this person right here with over 25,000 plus sales for $420. So you can get verified sellers in the 420 range still, or you can take a shot for $20 less and get one where you don't really know what's going on. The eBay area in the United States, you got a bunch of people watching some 425s, 430s. Somebody bought it today and already listed it for $390. And so you got to be careful with those. People are going to start to undercut each other. So in due time, the allocation of the booster boxes that just got purchased today will already come to market. Let's look at the solds. Careful, guys. $275 on a bid. $390. Nothing crazy. United States. $380. Pre-sale, so somebody fire sold it. So over the next couple days, when people start to get their allocation confirmations, maybe they wake up tomorrow and start undercutting each other. Just be careful. This stuff is the stuff that scares me. A booster box for $250 when everything else, from respectfully, it's from a different country. I mean, you see those all the time. Protect yourself. That's really what matters. $210 in the United States. 36 packs. So yeah, it's still in the $375 to $380. $390. You maybe snipe a guy for a quick $20 off to $40 off if that's what you want to go down. But realistically, it's still sitting at the $400 mark. Mega Evolutions is coming down just a little bit. Like I told you in the beginning, Europe is now about to get their allocations come this Friday. That is Friday Friday the 10th. Friday the 10th, Europe gets their first wave. They got their pre-release yesterday, the 5th. So it's almost here. Still a lot of sales every day, realistically. It's healthy. It's healthy for it for sure. Nothing crazy with everything that's going on. But $285 for an unverified seller. Gold star sellers at around $300. Your first person that you could truly trust is right around $310. So you pick your battles. with whether you want to go for it or not. Mega Evolutions still sitting at around the 300 mark online. Yep, Wave 2 shipment. So people are still getting those pre-sales. Wave 2 shipment, $300. Enhanced booster box, $330. A lot of sold. So that's really where you're at. There's still the $2,100 for a booster box case. That's gone up $100. Let me put that on there then. Booster box case is now $2,100. And then that's really where you're at. You're still in the 330 range. Yeah, it's about the 300 to 330 mark this week. This is now down. It's like it's 400. It's realistically still 420 for a verified seller. You could put it. I could put it at 400. Destined Rivals booster box is 400. People are undercutting each other. Nothing too crazy. The other one's still sitting at about $300. I'm gonna drop this one. Let me look. I'll go to solds. We'll go real quick to solds. I don't wanna. 305, 285, 280. I don't trust these low ones from other countries. You never know what you're getting. I mean, I could pull up YouTube videos of people thinking they got a sealed box and the inside is a bunch of trash. You know, it sucks. So just protect yourself. Don't buy from this. Do you really want to take the shot at some crap like that? If you are the guy that buys these, can you message me and be like, hey, I bought this $100 under sale and this is what I got and it was real? Maybe not. Phantasmal Flames is sitting around 315. Let me just make sure I'm on the same page. It's right around 320 realistically. I'll just leave it right there. Yeah, I mean, nothing too crazy. Prismatic Evolutions packs are going wild right now. I'm not trying to make a FOMO video. That's not what this is about. I'm not trying to make a clickbait title. I'm just showing you where the state of the market is. A couple days ago, 250 sold, another 100, another 100. There's rip and shippers, and I'm not saying become one or be one, but there's rip and shippers that, you know, maybe their Friday night this week is, hey, we're gonna rip and ship prismatic packs, and so they'll get the packs for $8 to $9, sell them to everybody else for 11, 12, 13, 14 bucks, rip and ship, and then keep rinsing and repeating. That's realistically what happens. So you got them at around $9 right now. A lot have been getting bought up, but at the same time, it's a healthy pullback. So down 11% on the month. They're all unopened packs. It's been a while. I don't want to create FOMO, and I'm not trying to, but can somebody verify whether an unopened pack of prismatic can be weighed or can be scanned? I'm not really into any of that, but I have seen videos with people doing that. If you do know, you're like, yeah, hey Pat, if you do know that this can be weighed or scanned, can you send me the video? Because I'd like to take a look at it just to make sure that I trust you, but at the same time would like to see it for myself. Protect yourself out there. I always used to try to make videos on how to protect yourself in scams when I used to do all the crypto videos. Might get back into that in Pokemon, but I feel like there's so many people that already make those videos to help protect people. That's another side that I'm learning about, because unfortunately for me, you know, I have fallen victim to scams too. This is a new space. You kind of sometimes live and learn. You hopefully don't learn too hard of a lesson, but it happens. Twilight Masquerade. Okay, this is the next step for Twilight Masquerade. It is slowing down, but it's healthy at $64. I wanted to put this up here because we've gotten so many reprints of the ETB. The ETB is in every Target, Walmart, pretty much every store you can think about. Every picture you see on Facebook of a restock has Twilight Masquerade ETBs right now. $60, $70. Even GameStop gets them right now. So, I mean, It's not a bad pickup. It really isn't. I'm going to duplicate this real quick. I'm still chasing. Let me find it. I don't want to go down try the masquerade. Singles. I picked it up. I got my Chansey, so I was happy there. I got my girl. When I call it Chansey, it's really Snorlax. But Greninja, people are still chasing the Greninja. I've seen this Eevee go so fast. Greninja, Eevee, and then I picked up the Chansey at a card show this past weekend. The guy had it on the display for 44, and I'm like, 44? I'm like, I literally saw it for 33 to 35 bucks a week ago, or a couple days ago, realistically. And he goes, if you walk away from this table right now, I'm gonna take it down, relist it for 50. I'm like, seriously? I'm like, well, take a look at what you want me to trade. And we made a trade for it, and I paid. He ended up taking in one of my cards, and I got $4 cash on top. So I got my Snorlax card to add to my Snorlax binder page. So I'm happy about that. And I like cards with other Pokemon in it too. It feels happy. It's like a family thing. So I got Ditto, Psyduck, Bellsprout, Blissey, Chansey, and my goat Snorlax. It's not a copy I'm grading. It's a copy that I wanted to put in my binder. So there you go. Somebody decided to buy up 30 copies, or 30 people bought copies. Now it's sitting in the 50 range. Love this card. And out of all the cards in Twilight Masquerade, that's the card I've always wanted. I got it. I missed the boat when it was sitting at, let's go back. It was down here 3 months ago. I missed the boat when it was in the 20s. And people were listing it for about 25. Then I saw it at another card show for about 30, right in middle September. And I was like, okay, I could pick it up for 35 bucks, 35. Felt good. And then the guy ended up picking it up in trade value. I traded my single strike PSA 10 Urshifu to a guy whose son collects. He collects only Urshifu. It's his favorite card, so it made me happy. It made me happy that I could do something knowing it was going to his son, for good grades. The guy was a collector. He was a vendor. And I got a card that I really wanted in this Snorlax. I'm happy I picked this one up. Last thing I want to talk about is the prismatic SPCs. The SPCs itself is starting to see an uptick, and now it's starting to come into this point where it's slowly moving, but it's still up. I remember looking at it about $250. Now they're up to $320 median price, $330 realistically. First verified sellers at $340. So, and it's not a big wall of 310s. You got to go into the verified sellers, and you're looking at $350. I respect the guys that are like, it's going to go up there. It's not going to be the cheapest one. You're looking. There's 20 out here. 25 out here. I mean, you could do that in a day. By Friday, this could be a $400 box. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, there's about 35. It's about 35 purchases away from $400 right now. So this could be one thing that you want to look at, especially if you're trying to pick something up before its last chance, before going above 400. This ain't a bad buy. I bought my last one when it was sitting around 250 bucks. I'm happy with it. Am I trying to sell it? Realistically, no. It's just a long-term investment, and it looks nice in my closet, and Eevee makes me happy looking at them, so I enjoy looking at it. Nothing wrong with those purchases there. Destined Rivals is your big mover right now, where we got Twilight Masquerade still sitting at about 70 bucks. Nothing too crazy. This is the key right here. Let's see if I can find. I want to fill this. Fill color. We're gonna go green, or maybe red for Destined Rivals. Yeah, we'll go red. Lighter red. This looks like a good red. Yeah. Destined Rivals. No, sorry, that's Surging Sparks. My apologies. This is Destined Rivals. Boom. No, wrong one. I want black. Boom. I want red. And we gotta make this the regular fill color. Hey guys. I just wanted to say thank you guys for chilling with me tonight. I hope you enjoy sitting and listening to me on the podcast style of things. I enjoy doing these videos. And realistically, when I sit here at night and I look at the market, it's like, why not make a video about everything? Because this is what I do in my spare time when the camera's off, so might as well do it with the camera on. It's the only way that makes sense to me. If I can talk to you guys and you guys genuinely enjoy what I'm doing in the comment section, drop a comment down below, hit the like button. It helps. It really does. I really appreciate it. The biggest one I'm going to say is hit me with a sub. My goal is 500 subs, and then the goal is 1,000 subs. I've grown YouTube channels before, and I thought about using my old channel and just wiping it clean, keeping the subs, but this is my Pat's Projects channel, and I just wanted to grow naturally with the people that want to be around, and we'll see how it goes from there. It's just been a joy to make these videos and to communicate to everybody that's reached out. Thank you. And I have listened because now I'm using a new microphone. So to all those guys that were saying, hey, fix your microphone, I'm now using a legit Yeti mic. So hashtag upgrade. If you've been watching to this point, comment down below real one, and I appreciate you. Part of the family. You are a real one. So thank you all. Until next time, everyone. Pat out.